Medieval soul cakes. I first learned about these from a History Channel Halloween documentary I watched when I was young.
How did souls get out of purgatory? According to the church, if enough prayers were offered, a soul would fly up into heaven. This led to a medieval custom that bears more than a striking resemblance to our modern trick-or-treat. Children would go souling, begging for soul cakes. In return for these treats, the beggars would offer up prayers for souls trapped in purgatory.
Ever since then, I've wanted to make some, and now I finally have. For this recipe, I needed flour, sugar, salt, yeast, a dark ale, and a sweet sherry, but I couldn't find a sweet sherry anywhere, so I went with the cheapest sweet wine I could find. It also needed nutmeg, mace, cloves, and I added a tiny amount of turmeric for color. There was also butter, and while a recipe says to use raisins or currants, which I've never even had, I chose to use dried cranberries because I like them better than raisins and they feel more seasonally appropriate. Yeah, this was not the cheapest recipe. There are probably cheaper modern versions, but I wanted something close to the historical one, except for where I didn't because I decided to use cranberries, things that wouldn't have been in Europe during medieval times. I mixed the dry stuff together, and then I tried to prepare the yeast. This was my first time using yeast in anything, and I messed it up because the instructions on the packaging don't say to let it sit for 10 minutes, they just say to let it dissolve. I had to remake the dough entirely because the first batch didn't rise because of this. Once I had dough with properly alive fungus inside of it, I had to let it sit for a couple hours. Then I shaped the dough into balls and let it sit again for an hour. Then it was time to decorate with the cranberries. Traditionally, the soul cakes were decorated with a cross, but that's not really my style, so I decided to go with a spooky eye design, which would also give the cake a better spread of fruit on the top. Pulling them out, I realized the eye design got expanded and didn't look exactly how I'd put them down, but that's okay. I also definitely could have pushed the cranberries in further because they were falling off a lot. But after pulling them out of the oven, I let them cool, then excitedly put them on a historical paper plate. Something unusual happened right afterwards, though. Holding these soul cakes, it kind of feels like I might get a solar at my door, like in medieval times. Well, let's get ready to taste them. Okay. That might be one of my roommate's friends. Can't really put down the camera at the moment. Hello?
Hello. I was just walking by and happened to smell the sweet smell of a soul cake coming from inside your home. May I please have one?
Okay, that's pretty specific and unusual for someone to be able to identify by smell, but, sure, I guess.
Thank you. Oh, the symbology on these soul cakes is simply beautiful.
Thanks, I guess. Bye. What? I'm sorry? What do you need?
I've been there too, in my dreams. The place where God's loving tendrils exist, along with the true faith.
Okay, I'm gonna need you to leave, alright?
I'll pray for you.
Yep, thanks.
I'll pray for you.
Okay, that was fucking weird. Let's go taste these. I realized later that he was talking about the country I've seen in my dreams for years. I did a Minecraft stream showing off a world that was my best attempt to recreate that country a while back, before I even had a good mic. I wonder if he was somehow one of the 40 people to see that stream. Alright, let's give a soul cake a try. It smells kind of like the ingredients it's made out of. There's a lot of mace I can pick up, and well, actually that's mainly it. Let's give it a taste. Okay, it is slightly dry. That's probably my fault. I probably baked it a little bit too long. But it tastes really nice. It's not super sweet. but it is just kind of nice and pleasant. It's also filling. Like, one of these is more filling than it looks. I'll say the fruit does really add something, because let me try a fruitless bite real quick. Yeah, the fruit really adds a nice sort of balance to the whatever words of the bun. The light sweetness, the breadiness, because it's really not like a cake by modern standards. It's more of like a slightly sweet bread, or a bun, I guess. I'm gonna finish that later. Yeah, I don't know, after eating that I feel kind of tired. It's weird. What the fuck? It's my laptop. Trash. Completed. Nope. Nope. I'm not doing this. Okay. I think I've more or less completed the holy city, at least on the exterior. Oh, god damn it, I'm getting sleepy again. Fuck. So anyway, I now follow the true faith, and I'm with others who do as well. If you've seen the same country in your dreams, join us.